And of course, what I'd like what I'd like you to know is that of course money is not everything, which means money is important, or money matters, or how much money you have matters, and or the amount of your income matters. I understand it, but actually and anyway, but actually, money is a kind of a measurement. Well, money is a kind of a tool useful for useful as a measurement, or useful for, or I mean useful for measuring the ranks among among various countries. Anyway, and another stuff is that fertility rate or birth rate are useful tools for measuring the ranks, or for for understanding the futures of many countries, or the future of each country, which can be easy to understand by using fertility rate as a as a tool of predicting the future of that country. Anyway, so I'm sorry for my complicated explanation of in, complicated explanation of the not the English language. How should I say? So I was talking about money. I was talking about that. So money and fertility rate, or the average income per year, or the average income a year, and the fertility rate of a country are useful tools, or useful measurements for understanding roughly saying understanding the situation of each country. Anyway, so if you're Italian, I'm sorry for I'm sorry if you have already checked out the title of this episode. Anyway, so I should tell you, maybe it's fine to tell you the title and the conclusion of this episode at first. Anyway, so the title is "You are poor not because you live in Italy, but because you are retard." And this word is read retard. Anyway, so by the way, so I mean, if you're a native speaker of English language, and you don't know how to read the word retard, anyway, that word is read retard. Anyway, the conclusion is what makes money is your wit, your vigor, and your time. So I have emphasized this conclusion, or I have so maybe it's possible to say that I have repeated what is written in the conclusion many times in the past episodes of my podcast. And so of course I have used different words and different expressions, but actually, what I'd like you to know is this one. So I have created other episodes who's speaking out different conclusions, or different topics, or different stuff than the fact that so money is created by your wit, or by your wisdom, or by your vigor, or by your physical health, or by your time, or by your time, and how much money, not how much money, but how much time you can spend. That does matter when it comes to making money, actually. So whatever forms you take. For example, if you'd like to earn money, for example, as a side hustle. For example, if you'd like to make money by, for example, by creating adult contents as a side hustle. So it's me, actually. So if it's fine to do that. But what matters is that what kind of products you are going to create, or you should create for gathering and engaging the viewers, or the engaging the anyway clients, or customers, or something. So to your I mean to your, or into your adult content you create. And but actually, so you need some durations of time. You need some durations, or you need some periods of time. Or anyway, you need time. Whatever forms, or whatever words you use. So anyway, roughly saying, you need time to create adult content and to make money. And so which is why. So anyway, so what matters is your intelligence, and your and how long you can work, which means so you know another important stuff is your health. So I mean your physical health and so if possible your mental health does matter. And another stuff is and time is money. You know there's a proverb like that, and time is money, and you know that's really you know suitable proverb for describing, you know, for even this describing what matters when it comes to, you know, creating money or making money or earning money and whatever you do. And you know, finally, you know, if you can manage those three things, so I mean, properly or correctly, and you can create certain amount of wealth, which is possible. And such a thing is what I have emphasized, or such a thing is what I have what I have explained in past episodes and including this episode. So, and why I used anyway. So you know, I have not noticed what you know. I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten that, you know. I didn't introduce myself to you anyway. So wait a moment, please. Is this working? Maybe this is working actually. Wait a moment, please. And this is working. So I'm retard one of Work Today podcast version. And so why I used the country Italy is that so Italy is a developed country, and Italy is not an impoverished country. Of course, so you know that country must have some impoverished people. Of course, you know my country is an East Asian country, and my country is a developed country. And but actually, so of course, you know, there are many poor people or impoverished people living in this country, and although this country is a developed country, and so you know, which means how should I say? So you know, the situation is that is the case to you know Italy, and so of course you know so. I should tell you this one. So that is not to say that you know so Italy is really a bad country, and you know so those the spurious in that country, or you know the aristocratic people are exploiting you know poor people, which is why you know those you know those rich people in Italy are better off. You know, such a thing is not what I'm saying, but actually, so you know, that can be. I don't know whether you know that. I don't know whether the how should I say? I don't know the real situation of Italy, but actually, so anyway, and so if you check out, you know, so if you check out the ranking, so if you check out the list, if you check out the list of fertility rates of various countries all over the world, and the birth rate or the fertility rate of Italy is lower than my country, and so the concrete number is, you know, there are many types of you know calculations, or there are many types of you know so statistics, so which is why, but actually, so you know, so whatever, well, not whatever, whichever manner of calculations are used, and so the number of fertility rate becomes from 1.2 to 1.3, yeah, 1.2 to 1.3, or you know, according to our list. So the fertility rate of Italy is 1.3 something anyway, you know. And in the case of my country, the fertility rate is so you know in your statistics or in your data, the fertility rate of my country is 1.34 or something anyway. And another list showed that the fertility rate of my country, and which is Japan, was 1.4. And so you know that is, you know, so if you are familiar with the fertility rates of you know of each country, so and maybe you have already noticed which country I live in, because there are some developed countries in East Asia, and another developed country has considerably or extremely low birth rate, or low fertility rate, and the fertility rate is in the case of the fertility rate in the last year was 0.81, and the year before that, the year before the last year was, well, which means 2020 or 2021, which is maybe roughly saying the year before the last year. I mean, so I'm recording this episode in January in 2023, and so anyway, but actually, so the new year has begun. The new year has just begun, actually. But actually, so in the case of the last year, so 0.81 was the fertility rate of a developed country in East Asia. There is such a developed country in East Asia, and giving you another hint, so that country is located in the southern part of our peninsula anyway. So and that country is really close to my country, and so in terms of geographic location, and in terms of culture, in terms of the culture anyway, and apart from which, and Italy has a lower average income compared with my country, that of my country anyway. So in such a case, so so I can't tell you the concrete. I can't tell you the exact number of average income. That is because in statistics, mean income is slightly lower than $40,000 a year. And another case is that I have checked out, or I have read another web page showing median income of each country, and according to which maybe the number of the median income was anyway. So $15,000 or something anyway, and according to that list, so my country was slightly higher than Italy anyway, but actually, so incomes were roughly saying those incomes, the incomes, the mean income, not the mean incomes, but median incomes of those two countries were the same actually, and anyway, Italy was such a situation, and fertility rate is lower than my country, and my country is said to have a darker future, or dim future anyway. So, but actually, and the local people in this country say so, and many people have already known that the future of this country is really dark, and the reason is one of the reasons is the low fertility rate of this country anyway, and Italy has lower fertility rates than this country, which is why, so thinking about which, so or considering which, and Italy has more dimming future, or dimmer future, or darker future anyway. But actually, so it is why, so maybe Italy has bankrupt in the time of Lehman shock anyway. That which happened, and Lehman shock happened almost 14 to 15 years before, or 14 to 50 years ago, about 14 to 15 years before this present time anyway. But actually, so it's possible to become rich people, and what to do is to work and earn money, or another stuff is and this is what I'd like you to understand. But actually, so anyway, to make money, so you should create your own business, and so the business is a kind of an apparatus, or kind of a machine. Business is a kind of a machine creating money instead of you are working anyway. Such a thing is a business scheme. Such a thing is called business scheme, and so such a thing is such a thing is anyway recommendable, and which is why for example if you live in Italy and you are poor, so that is because that is because I'm sorry for telling you this, but that is because you are fool, or you are foolish, or you are retarded, or you are idiots, or you are something like them. So which is why you are poor, and so like, telling the truth. And so what you have to do is anyway. So anyway, what you have to do is what I have to just told you. Anyway, creating your own business schemes, or creating your own business systems, or you need to work for huge companies, and so that you can get higher incomes. And by getting such incomes, so what you have to do is not to purchase something expensive, but so anyway, cars comes last when it comes to making wealth, but actually, so you need to buy shares or stocks of huge companies having higher rates of dividends. And if you don't know, or if you can't understand what I'm saying, so what you need is a textbook. What you need is a textbook of finance anyway, and so that you can find out basic structure of dividends, and how did, and by reading such textbooks, or by reading some books about finances or economy, and you can easily, I think you can easily find out some you can easily find out that how dividends are produced by those huge companies. And to start with, so you don't need to read books, but you need, so anyway, reading websites about, or reading web pages is fine for just for understanding how you can get dividends from huge companies, or other companies anyway, other corporations anyway. So such a thing is what you need to do. And so wherever you live in, so if, for example, if you live in a really a dangerous place, for example, Ukraine or other Latin American countries, and so it can be really difficult for you to make money and pile your own wealth. Well, yeah, pile your own wealth, or store your own wealth. But actually, so anyway, if you live in Italy, so I have heard that the crime rates in Italy were really high. But actually, so I think it's up to which city you live in, or which part of Italy you live in. But actually, so anyway, roughly saying, so Italy is not as dangerous as Latin American countries or the United States of America. And thinking about which, so considering which, so it's not so difficult to pile money or pile wealth anyway. So which such a thing is what I like to know. And so anyway, I'm going to end this episode. Wait a moment, please, folks. And the title is "You are poor, not because you live in Italy, but because you are retarded." And conclusion is, what makes money is your wit, your vigor, and your time. So so many people try to immigrate into, for example, Germany or something, or France or something, or the Netherlands or something, or there are many developed and rich countries in West European countries, but actually, so but also Spain is located in the west in the western part of Europe, but actually, so Spain is not well off, and which is my understanding. But actually, and many people go to go to the countries being well off in Europe, and those rich countries are in western part of Europe anyway. In the western part of Europe anyway. But actually, so apart from such exceptional places like Ukraine or Belarus or Russia, or the western part of Russia, or or something, or Latin American countries or something, and it's possible to make money. So you can go to if you are Italian people who wants to, or if you are an Italian person who wants to go to, or who wants to immigrate into in Germany, and it's fine. So if you'd like to immigrate into Switzerland or something, it's fine. But actually, so what matters is that you need to work and make money, and you need to invest that money into safer and secure, secure huge companies. And which means how to invest is that it's fine to buy or purchase stocks of those huge companies, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So I have told you the title and the conclusion of this episode, and wherever you live in, so you can make money and you can make wealth. So that's it. Thank you very much for listening. See you.